welcome back to our channel, soap opera lovers. Today is a beautiful, thrilling day to dive deep into the scandalous, power-hungry world of Genoa City. We have some incredibly juicy updates regarding the ultimate corporate battle that is brewing behind closed doors. Grab your favorite drink, settle into your coziest chair, and let us unpack the explosive drama that is about to rock the foundation of our favorite families. There is a fascinating illusion currently playing out in Genoa City, and it revolves entirely around Billy Abbott and his desperate attempt to play the role of the perfectly content family man. On the surface, Billy has been working overtime to project an image of absolute domestic bliss. He is newly engaged to the beautiful Sally Spectra. They are expecting a child together, and he has been telling anyone who will listen that this growing family is all he needs to be happy. He wants the world to believe that his days of reckless gambling and corporate warfare are behind him. But anyone who has watched Billy Abbott over the years knows that the corporate beast inside him is never truly satisfied. The ghost of Chancellor Industries haunts his every waking moment. He has been pretending that Sally and the baby are enough to fill the void, but the agonizing truth is that Billy will never, ever get over the profound sting of losing his position of power at Chancellor. It is a wound to his ego that simply refuses to heal, and that lingering resentment is about to ignite a massive firestorm. On the other side of this impending corporate battlefield stands a woman who has fundamentally transformed her entire identity to secure her future. Lily Winters is no longer the naive, easily manipulated girl of her past. She has evolved into a ruthless, calculating player who is willing to make deals with the devil himself. Lily recently orchestrated a massive, highly dangerous pact with none other than the legendary Victor Newman. In a shocking twist that left audiences gasping, Lily agreed to participate in Victor's elaborate fake kidnapping plot. She put her own reputation, her family's peace of mind, and her moral compass on the line for one specific, monumental reward. Victor promised to hand her the keys to Chancellor. Lily believes she has paid the ultimate price in blood, sweat, and psychological distress. And she is fully expecting Victor to honor his word and crown her the undisputed queen of the corporate empire. Standing firmly by Lily's side in this high-stakes game is Kane Ashby. Kane has recently undergone one of the most incredible redemption arcs in the history of Genoa City. After facing the terrifying prospect of federal prison and making the ultimate physical sacrifice by donating his bone marrow to save Malcolm Winters, Kane has emerged as a man reborn. He has won back Lily's heart, and their romantic reunion has solidified them as an unbreakable united front. Kane is completely invested in Lily's vision for the future. He is counting on Victor Newman to fulfill his promise, envisioning a glorious new era where he and Lily run Chancellor together, side by side, as the ultimate corporate power couple. Kane has finally found his footing again, and he is ready to go to war to protect the woman he loves and the empire she has been promised. However, the fragile peace in Genoa City is about to be shattered by a monumental discovery. According to the latest whispers and insider notes, a sudden, shocking event is going to throw the entire future of Chancellor into absolute uncertainty. The ironclad agreements and behind-the-scenes promises are going to be ripped wide open, creating a massive vulnerability in the company's leadership structure. And who is standing right at the edge of this newly opened chasm, ready to dive in? Billy Abbott. Billy is going to stumble upon crucial, game-changing news regarding Chancellor's sudden instability. This is the exact loophole he has been praying for in the dark of night. The moment Billy realizes that Chancellor is vulnerable, all of his promises to Sally about living a quiet, peaceful life are going to evaporate into thin air. The scent of corporate blood is in the water, and Billy's predatory instincts are about to take full control. When Billy sees this golden opportunity to finally seize the Chancellor throne for himself, he is going to pivot with a ruthlessness that will shock even his closest allies. He is going to realize that to win this war, he might have to make his own shocking deal with Victor Newman or find another, even darker path to secure the power he so desperately craves. Billy knows that Victor respects ambition and leverage above all else. If Billy can uncover a piece of leverage that makes him more valuable to Victor than Lily is, he will not hesitate to use it. Billy is willing to risk his newly found domestic tranquility, his relationship with Sally, and his standing within the Abbott family just to sit behind that legendary desk once again. The addiction to power is pulling him back in, and he is entirely powerless to resist its call. The moment Lily and Kane realize that Billy is making a covert play for the company they believe is rightfully theirs, the battle lines will be officially and violently drawn. Lily has sacrificed far too much, compromised her own soul in that fake kidnapping plot, and fought too hard to let Billy Abbott swoop in and steal her prize. She and Kane are going to form an impenetrable wall against Billy's machinations. They will pull every resource, call in every favor, and utilize every dirty trick they have learned over the years to ensure that Billy is entirely shut out. Lily's vision of a dual reign with Kane is her ultimate dream, and she will view Billy's interference not just as a business maneuver, but as a deeply personal betrayal that must be punished with extreme prejudice. Let us take a moment to be completely honest about Billy Abbott. As a fan who loves dissecting these characters like we are gossiping about old friends, Billy is the most frustratingly captivating man on television. You want to root for him, especially now that he has this beautiful chance at redemption with Sally and a new baby on the way. But Billy's self-destructive streak is woven into his very DNA. He is a man who cannot stand the quiet. He needs the chaos of the gamble to feel alive. My personal commentary on Billy is that he is terrified of being ordinary. He uses the memory of Chancellor as a crutch to justify his worst impulses. It is heartbreaking to watch him jeopardize the incredible, unconditional love Sally is offering him just to chase a corporate title that has never brought him anything but misery. He is a tragic figure who is about to set his own life on fire just to see if he can control the flames. On the flip side, my honest commentary on Lily Winters is one of sheer, unadulterated omics with a healthy dose of fear. The evolution of Lily from a sweet, often victimized young woman into this fierce, unapologetic corporate titan is a masterclass in character development. However, her willingness to participate in Victor's twisted kidnapping scheme shows that a darkness has taken root in her soul. She believes the ends justify the means, and while I admire her grit and her refusal to be sidelined, I worry about what she is losing in the process. Lily is fighting for Chancellor because she wants to prove to the world, and to herself, that she is a kingmaker. But going to war with Billy Abbott is going to test her morality in ways she is completely unprepared for. And then there is Kane Ashby. My commentary on Kane is that he has finally stepped into the role he was always meant to play, the ultimate anchor. For years, Kane was defined by his mistakes, his lies, and his desperate attempts to cover his tracks. But his recent actions, putting his life and freedom on the line to save Malcolm, have washed his slate clean. He is no longer the man hiding in the shadows. He is the steadfast, fiercely loyal partner that Lily needs. Kane's devotion to Lily is absolute, and his willingness to stand shoulder to shoulder with her against Billy's chaotic energy makes him incredibly dangerous. Kane has nothing left to lose and everything to gain, making him the perfect soldier in this impending corporate war. Now, as if this three-way battle for power was not dramatic enough, there is a monumental behind-the-scenes factor that is going to blow the roof off this entire storyline. The intense, messy conflict over Chancellor is perfectly setting the stage for the highly anticipated temporary recast of Jill Abbott, with the legendary Lauren Koslow stepping into the iconic role of Jill, returning to our screens on June 25th. The timing could not be more brilliant. The sheer magnitude of this corporate mess, with her son Billy trying to usurp the company from her former protégés Lily and Kane, is exactly the kind of catastrophic family emergency that demands the matriarch's immediate presence. Jill Abbott is the living embodiment of Chancellor Industries, and she is not going to sit idly by while her legacy is torn apart by petty rivalries. When Lauren Koslow's version of Jill storms back into Genoa City, you can expect the dynamics of this battlefield to shatter instantly. Jill loves Billy, but she is acutely aware of his catastrophic flaws and his tendency to destroy what he touches. Conversely, she has a deep, historical respect for Lily and Kane, but she will absolutely not tolerate them making backroom deals with her sworn enemy, Victor Newman, regarding her company. Jill is the ultimate wild card in this scenario. She has the power, the historical authority, and the sheer force of will to walk into that boardroom, fire every single one of them, and take the throne for herself. The dramatic tension of watching Jill navigate this treacherous landscape, forced to choose between her blood and her business acumen, is going to be television gold. Looking ahead, my prediction for what happens next is a spectacular collision of ambition and heartbreak. Billy is going to push his agenda too far, likely securing a temporary, shocking victory by uncovering a fatal flaw in Lily's agreement with Victor. However, this victory will be entirely hollow. I predict that Sally, realizing that Billy will always prioritize his corporate addiction over their family, will issue a devastating ultimatum that will leave Billy completely shattered. Meanwhile, Lily and Kane will survive Billy's initial onslaught because their bond is forged in recent, profound trauma. They will realize that true power does not come from Victor Newman's handouts, but from their own united brilliance. They will pivot, launch a counterattack that Billy never sees coming, and force a stalemate that will require Jill Abbott to make the final, shocking judgment. Ultimately, this storyline is a brilliant exploration of what people are willing to sacrifice for the illusion of control. Billy is sacrificing his peace, Lily is sacrificing her moral high ground, and Kane is risking his newly found redemption, all for a name on a building. It is a thrilling, emotionally exhausting ride that reminds us why we tune in day after day. The board is set, the pieces are moving, and the fallout is going to change the landscape of Genoa City forever. What do you think about Billy's ruthless new power play, and how excited are you to see Lauren Koslow bring her incredible energy to the role of Jill Abbott? Drop your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments below, and please share this article with your fellow fans so we can keep the conversation going.